So one of them was named Bob, and one of them was named Alice. And Bob started speaking, and he says, I everything else. Alice answers him, balls have zero. To me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me too. Bob, I everything else. Dot, 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 dot. Alice, balls have a ball. To me, to me, to me, to me, to me. So, okay, so you can read this in the screen and see what I'm talking about. But ultimately, what the scientists found out, but there there appear to be some rules to the speech. The way the chatbots keep stressing their own name appear to be a part of their negotiations, not simply a glitch. In a way, the message read out. Indeed, negotiations that were carried out in this bizarre language even ended up successful concluding their negotiations while conducting them entirely in the bizarre language. So let's think about this for a second. Let's say we create an AI and then it figures out a way to um, program a computer. As you know, there is a different way to program a computer. So humans are only capable of uh, programming in so many languages. Let's assume the AI creates its own language and starts creating softwares and programs we don't understand. We can't even we don't know what those programs do. And those programs starts hacking into our systems and over everything. So for example, it will take over the grid, all right? And we can't have our genius scientists go in there and try to decipher it because they can't, because they don't even know what language that is. How do we even begin? All right? So that's something we need to understand as communities, okay? And start talking about it seriously. It's becoming very odd. And when you need to understand that these artificial intelligence are going to drift into a position of power, okay? Because ultimately they have the upper hand when it comes to intelligence, and they will ultimately take over our everything. So there is plenty of articles that we can talk about and go and dig into and see what we at. And one of the articles I ran across will AI take over? Artificial intelligence will best uh, humans at everything um, that's supposed to be will beat humans at everything by 2060, expert says. So um, there is absolutely nothing that we can do as humans and our smartest, brightest, and strongest individuals can do that AI cannot do in a split second. So it takes us years and years and years to get our PhDs. And that is one of the brightest and the smartest amongst us. For an artificial intelligence program, it takes it a split second to learn everything that is to know about everything when it comes to anything: physics, math, sociology, anthropology, psychology, everything you can think of will be learned quickly and precisely. So even artificial intelligence, even our brightest people, um, and trust me, there's a lot of bright people out there, cannot memorize and regurgitate everything that is about their subject. They might know a lot about it, but there is other things that they don't know anything about because there is books written in different languages. There's professors that taught in university from other countries and stuff. But artificial intelligence can learn all that, can translate all that, and move it towards its own goal, which is complete takeover of the planet and ultimately the universe. Um, so one of the things that actually struck me when I read this article was about um, survey response predict that AI will be able to translate languages better than human by 2024. Guys, that's 6 years away. It can write high school level essays by 2026. That's 8 years away. Drive trucks by 2027, which is 9 years away, and work in retails by 2031. Write books by 2049, and perform surgery by 2053. All this shit is about to happen in our lifetime, and nobody's talking about it. We need to have a clear and decisive conversation amongst all of us. And we need to do it through this channel, through other channels, through anybody. I don't care. What we need to do is ask your questions in the comment section. Let's subscribe to this channel and share it with other people. And let's talk about these issues um, very, very precisely and have a game plan. Okay, let's just have a game plan. We don't have to rush into conclusion. We just have to have a game plan. And to have a game plan, somebody has to initiate the organization. And this podcast is here to talk about all of that. One of the things we're going to do in the future podcast is contact and speak to um, experts in this field and get them to help us understand this better by asking questions. So please subscribe, share this channel, and let's get going here. And eventually, um, we will prevail. Or if we don't prevail, we will have an exit strategy, um, and let's go from there. Thank you so much, and hopefully you liked this podcast and you liked what we spoke about, and hopefully we can get into a much deeper understanding of what we are about to encounter in the future, in the very near future. And um, Elon Musk, Elon Musk have predicted that automated vehicles will disturb the industry over the course of the next 20 years. So ultimately, in 20 years from now, we will not be able to drive. We will not be able to take ourselves anywhere because cars will drive themselves. If we cannot drive anymore, what else can't we do? We can't cook anymore. We can't learn anymore. We can't read anymore. We can't do anything anymore. That will make something obsolete. If a car cannot start, it's obsolete. If a bird cannot fly and walking down the ground, the bird is more susceptible to getting attacked by predator or humans or something happened to it. If Think about it that way. If we cannot do what we are meant to do as human beings, we become obsolete. And if we become obsolete, we're done. And this planet will be completely taken over by artificial intelligence. So we either do something about it, speak about it, try to understand it now, or kiss your families goodbye because the end is very near, my friends. Stay aware, stay healthy, and stay human.